Zombie apocalypse.
Hello everybody, welcome to a talk. I haven't talked to you guys in quite a while. It's been a few years in fact, and what I mean by sitting down and talk to you, I mean just kind of ranting and whatever, and just talking to you about what's going on. So today's topic is going to be focused on why I despise online school. In fact, I think despise is being too kind. I think I hate it. And we're only 2 weeks in. We crossed the 2-week mark yesterday. Well, 1 full week realistically, but I count it as a second week just because I'm special. But we are just beginning, and I already hate it. And this is going to just kind of stray into other conversations as we go along, because this is, to me, a bigger topic, and I feel like it can't really just contain within one subtopic. And it's going to start off pretty simple. We're just going to be talking about my school in particular, and it's probably going to go into other things. Now, why I hate online school with my school. It's fairly straightforward. I'm going to kind of do my tiny little grievances first. One thing, kind of a nitpick, is just how dumb it is. I just don't like it. So that was my nitpick, and now let's go on to some more serious stuff. I don't care getting up at 7 o'clock in the morning. I never cared getting up at 6 o'clock in the morning. Getting up early in the morning is not a problem for me. In fact, I think it's a good thing we have to get up early because it gives us some sort of structure for when we're an adult. I like this, and though I like to stay up and do whatever I want on school days, it's also a good thing because, during the summer I'm getting up at 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm wasting away all my day. So I like getting up. That's not necessarily a big problem for me. I know it is for some people, but what are you going to do? The point that I don't like about online school is quite simple. I think it's complicated. I don't think it needs to exist. For anyone who goes to my school last year when quarantine started, we had a system. It was our old schedule. It's A through G. Now, for people who don't know what the A through G schedule is, it is basically A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Every day was another letter, and it would just have different classes throughout the schedule. For example, a B day I believe was 41275. A C day was like 34167, or 3417. I don't remember. I think it was 341. That's besides the point. That was better in every way, shape, and form, because it just was. I can't really explain it, but now we have this new schedule of 4 classes a day that are 80 minutes, and I don't think it really would be that bad if we were in school. This online school doing this is just disgusting. I hate it. I want it back to the way it was, and if we can't do that at one point, it's going to have it's going to have a lot of negative effects on kids. I mean, I don't see myself getting too affected by it, but I'm already annoyed with it. I don't like this at all. And why I don't like it so much is because we were spoiled last year. And I think that system is a lot better the way it was, and the system I'm referring to is, it kind of went with the A through G day schedule, but it would work almost the same if we did it here, with this A-B schedule we have. And essentially what the system was, instead of Zoom calls, which I'm sure probably some teachers did host Zoom calls last year, but they were optional, and and when they weren't every day. But that's besides the point. The system that was in place last year was teachers would upload their work to Schoology, which is our school's platform for posting work, and maybe an instructional video to go along with it. This was so much better because it allowed kids to do work whenever they wanted, however they wanted, as long as they met the deadline for each assignment. Now, that's still kind of the case here. but you have the added bonus of getting up and having to sit in class. Now, I don't mind it so much, but it's just there's no freedom. There's nothing to it. School isn't supposed to be fun. Realistically, it's supposed to be a place to learn. But there's something so horrible about sitting in a chair for 80 minutes. Um, and again, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be that bad if we were in school, but sitting in my room for 80 minutes or 6 hours a day, really, is mind-boggling to me. I can't do it. Like, I feel bad for the people that, you know, or the other schools that have longer periods, because this is disgusting. And in fact, I know for a fact that over time this is just going to get worse. And what I mean by that is school is going to get worse. Everyone knows that life just gets worse after September. Teachers apply more work, harder work. It never gets easier until May, and typically during May things only start to slow down because things are going to pick back up with finals, and I think finals are canceled this year in place of projects, which I'm sure these projects that we're going to be getting are going to be absolutely horrendous, so I'm not excited for that at all. I'd probably rather take a final, to be honest with you, but I don't know, I'll hold out until the end. But what makes this so disgusting to me, and putrid and malformed, is that, like, we have, okay, so I'm going to kind of stray off of the online school topic for a minute. I'm just going to kind of go to my school. So with our old schedule to our new schedule, why this new schedule was created, and this new schedule is A and B days instead of A through G days, and these A and B days have 4 classes a day that are 80 minutes. Now, the reason this was put in place is to make it easier for kids somehow and to get an extra elective. I don't care about an extra elective because that's just put in a better terms of, yay, another class to do work in and another class to worry about failing. That's fun, always. But why I don't like this AB day schedule is because the 80 minutes. I mean, I haven't gotten to experience it yet in school, but I'm sure, and again, it's probably going to be better in school than it is at home. But as of now, this is horrible. I don't know who made it. I need to know, because if their sole intention was to make it easier on kids, they made it harder. And with the added bonus of online school, it's even harder. And why I don't like this system with Zoom specifically is because what happens when a kid can't make a Zoom meeting? Technical difficulty. Something's wrong. They can get excused from class. Yeah, most definitely. But the problem can persist, and I'm kind of all over the place because I don't really know how to format this without getting me in trouble, because there's a lot more I can say, a lot more, like, harsher stuff to say, but the fact of the matter is my videos somehow always get to my school, so I have to stay under the radar with this. I can't really vent as much as I'd want to, in the way I'd want to. But I just think it's stupid. I don't know why we can't do it the way we did last year. I think it was a perfectly legitimate system, and the people who think otherwise are people who simply just don't care about school and don't do anything. The people who had the people who had a hard time last year during quarantine, and the people that somehow managed to fail, you confuse me. Because there were probably a lot of people that failed last year, which is maybe why we went to this Zoom format. If that is the case, I want to ask you, what in God's green earth were you doing? It was so much easier, and in fact, I mean, I hated it then. I hated being in my room for school. But I'd take that system any day over the system we have now. This is so dumb. And I genuinely feel bad for the kids who have honors and AP classes, because they're only going to be getting they're going to be getting a monumental amount of work come October, and they probably already are, but again, it's only going to get worse. Kids' mental stability is just going to get lower. I mean, kids are going to decay. I mean, this is something we just can't have. But the school doesn't seem to recognize this. I don't know if this was like some government decision or something like that. I don't keep up with news or whatever, but I'm gonna assume it isn't, because this was already started to be a thing way before quarantine started. So why can't we go back to A through G? And why can't we go back to the system we had last year for quarantine? There is absolutely no way that it's impossible. I, it, in fact, I don't know what goes through your head, because screw the kids for a minute. Let's talk about the teachers. The teachers, I feel bad for the teachers, in fact, because the teachers have to sit there for 4 times a day, all 80 minutes, teaching the same thing, writing the same things. Last year, they just had to make a single video ranging from 5 and 20 minutes explaining the assignment once for 20 minutes, not 6 whole hours at home. Now, yes, teachers already do that in school, but the difference is they're at home. They can't go anywhere. I know they're not being paid enough to do that. You know how I don't know how the teachers are doing it. I don't know how they're keeping sane up there. But it's disgusting to me that it's come to this. Like, our school makes so many dumb decisions. It's funny to me. It just really is. Like, it's really just funny to me how much our school does dumb things, and it always has an effect on us. I'd be more surprised if stuff changed, because it appears our school to me is like Activision. They try, but then like every time they try, they take that step forwards. They don't continue to go forward. They take like 5 steps backwards, and that's a problem. Um, it's just mind-boggling to me, and the people who made this decision to do this, I need to ask you, were you really at all considering the kids and the teachers? Because let's be realistic here, um, this isn't gonna work. Um, it really isn't gonna work, and let's, even be more realistic. We're gonna be like this for a while. There's no way in hell we're going to go back to school, and if there is a way in hell that we are going back to school, it is going to be different. It is never going to be the same again. Life like this is going to be the same, or life is going to be like this for years. Corona will be here for years. I don't care if there's a vaccine coming out. There's going to be an abundant amount of people. There's going to be an abundant amount of people who are not going to get the vaccine. So, Corona is still going to be here. You're still going to have to, even if you get a vaccine, you're still going to have to wear a mask probably. You're still going to have to wash your hands. You're just going to have a lower risk of getting it. Corona is not going to go anywhere anytime soon. I give it 5 years before it starts going down. I give it 5 years. And even if then, it may be worse. Hell, we may be dead by then. We don't know. I may be dead by then. I don't know. You may be dead by then. You don't know. It's just... And I'm sure there's schools that are doing worse things than ours, and no doubt our school is far from a bad school, but I think our school could benefit so much better for people that actually know what they're doing on the board, or whatever it's called up there, in the higher up position, because this dumb going on Zoom thing rather than the system we had last year is just deceiving to me. And aside from all the Zoom stuff, the people who made the new schedule in the first place, just why? What is the purpose of that? I, if it was made, I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. If I think it's 120 credits that you have that are required to complete high school. 120. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong because I'm never really correct. But the thing is you add a new course to it, so that's 125. I think that's how that works. So I want you to put that in perspective. You have to have a whole new class to worry about. For what? Why? Why would we need that? It's deceiving to me because it's like, oh, you get a new course, you get a new class, but why? Why do we need that? No one needs that. And there's going to be a handful of kids that really enjoy it, having an extra class because that's just them. But I want you to put in perspective here. The only people that are enjoying this Zoom stuff are people. Let me fix my glasses for a minute because they're crooked for some reason. The only people that are enjoying this stuff are people with straight A's or grades that they can maintain easily. And then finally, the people that simply just don't care. And why they don't care is because they don't care. So they have nothing to worry about because they just don't care. Everyone else, like me, who gets B's and C's and then an A in gym and maybe an A in language, we have to worry about this. Like we have to stress it for the kids that don't just have every subject in like that just comes to them. We have to worry about this. And having this just the way it was last year just made things a lot more simpler. What made it easy for me was being able to get up whenever I wanted. Now, granted, I was getting up a bit too late, but I let's just say I get up at a reasonable time, right? I get up at a reasonable time. Let's say 11 o'clock. I get up at 11 o'clock. I do what I need to do. Take me about an hour or two. Now there were on Fridays, for some reason on Fridays, I'd get completely bombarded with homework, which was that sucked. But I would honestly take being bombarded on Fridays with homework than doing this for the next 6 months or however long we have to do this online school stuff for. I would genuinely rather just do it the way we had it, man. And I'm sure there's going to be people that agree and disagree with me. I would like to hope that there would be more people agreeing with me because I'm thinking more of the future here. Kids are going to break. Teachers are going to lose it. I mean, it's just going to be a slippery slope downhill from here. And genuinely, I think if they just brought back the old system, a lot of that can be alleviated. And if there are kids that genuinely enjoy going to school digitally, I don't understand why you just can't have optional Zoom meetings. It wouldn't be that much more to the. In fact, it'd be a lot less for the teachers to hold optional Zoom meetings because they wouldn't have a lot of kids to worry about. Because I'm sure half the class wouldn't show up, and it'd be a lot less work for them. They'd have to do. The only thing they'd really have to do is just answer questions, and it probably wouldn't last a full 8 minutes. It maybe last 15, 20 minutes. I don't know why this school is continuously trying to make things harder while trying to make things easier. That's just not how that works. It's never going to work like that. Stop doing this. Bring back the old system. Stop being so dumb. And for the love of God, bring back the A through G. Avoiding all this Corona online stuff. Bring back A through G. I don't care what anyone says about how this A-B day schedule is better. No, it's not. No, it is not. It will never be better. There is absolutely no way that A and B day schedule, this 80-minute BS, is better than the A through G day schedule in school. You had variety every day, and it was just reasonable. It was just reasonable. It was just better. All right, it was just better. And there are a lot of people that agree with me. Hell, I got a survey last year. I held my own personal survey. There were 22 teachers that agreed with me because I asked 22 teachers, and that's really sad that 22 out of 22 teachers that I asked agreed with me about the new schedule, how garbage it is. So that's kind of sad, and that shows that you physically have messed up. And knowing Piscataway, knowing everything, it's going to stay the same. And it's going to be like this until I'm gone. And hopefully, I hope in the future that it gets better for people. I want people to succeed. And this AB day schedule, you can't, it's so much. Like, and isn't it me, or is it like, I'm getting a lot more work online than I feel like I ever would in school. I got a project on the third day of school on a Friday in academic U.S. History 2. On the third day of school. The third day of school in academic U.S. History 2, a project. It was not a hard project at all, but it's still a project. On a Friday in U.S. History 2, an academic course, not honors, not AP, on the third day of school. Why? Who? It wasn't like a teacher thing because a few of my friends had the same project in different classes, so it was a curriculum thing. Why is that a part of the curriculum? Why? Why would you do that? I mean, again, I completed the project. The project was easy. It was probably one of the easiest projects I've ever done. But why? Why? Why do you love giving us work? Like, I mean, I get it's school, but it's only going to get worse from here. Once October comes, it's done. Like, it is done once October comes. Like, I mean, kids, dude, there are so many people complaining about it right now on social media. I guarantee you I guarantee you someone thought about posting their hatred towards this system you guys have in place with Zoom on Schoology. I guarantee someone thought about it. In fact, I was gonna post a rant on Schoology about it before I thought to make a YouTube video. I thought making a YouTube video would be a smarter route because I get to more or less freely express myself without the need to worry about getting my post deleted. Because let's be realistic here, had I posted some sort of rant on Schoology about this, it probably would have gotten deleted, and not out of I said something wrong. It would be out of fear that you have been proven wrong, or fear that your secrets may get out or something. I don't know what I'm talking about, but the fact of the matter is it sucks. There are kids perishing on the first week of school. Like, we just crossed the first week mark. In fact, it's Friday right now. We're a week and 2 days. We're not even, like, why are kids perishing already? Why? If kids are already perishing, how is it going to be months down from now? I know at one point I'm going to start I mean, dude, yesterday, my math teacher, like, we didn't finish 2 things in class that we had to do, so we had to do that for homework, plus the thing we already had for homework. So that was 3 homework assignments, plus a history thing, plus an animation thing. Why? Why is it like this? I mean, I'm sure this, probably would happen in real school, but it's different when you're at home. Just let us do it the way we did it last year. Post the stuff on the calendar every day, and that's it. That's all you have. You don't need no dumb Zoom calls that get rated and like, that's another thing. The Zoom calls get rated all the time. But just put an end to it. Why do we need this? We don't need it. Just do it the way we did it. Every single teacher did it. It's not like they're dumb or don't know how to do it. We did it last year, and it worked. I mean, obviously there were kids that, like, if this whole thing is based upon so kids won't fail, there will never be a year where a kid doesn't fail. In fact, I'm almost certain that this year will probably be the most amount of failing kids ever. And the reason behind that is you can't, dude, I don't even know how to explain it. This year is going to be the worst in terms of failing kids. I simply just don't see otherwise. Dude, it's just so dumb. I can't even fathom words. Like, this whole situation is just unfathomable. Because we had a working system last year, we just had to go and change it. Like, and the schedules and with real life, I mean, genuinely, dude, imagine this, right? Let's anyone from my school, let's say one of my friends, right? You'll know who you are when I mention the teacher, Miss Lisa, right? What happens, right, when you are stuck in 80 minutes online with Miss Lisa? Hell, in normal school, do you not see the problem with that? You know, that's a very good analogy by me. Just think about that. Think. And let's even go with Miss Lisa. Miss Lisa was not a bad teacher, but she was just one of those teachers, right? And I want you to put this in perspective. Imagine getting a horrible teacher that you're going to have to deal with for 80 minutes a day, every single day, because we're going on AB schedule. No, we're not even going on an AB schedule. We're just going. We don't have a schedule anymore. The only thing we're following from AB schedule is the 80 minutes. We don't have A or B days. We don't have B days. We don't have A days. It's not in the calendar. And if we do, why are we only having 4 classes? And why am I having the same classes every day? That's another thing. That's what's making it even worse. I am literally having the same classes every single day. That's not a problem because, we all did it before. And I'm sure there are other kids doing it. But with the A through G day schedule, dude, it was just so much better. And it was so much better online. Why did we go and mess this up? I mean, I'm no rocket scientist here, but how hard is it to just put stuff on Schoology and call it a day? And then if we have a test or quiz, that then do a Zoom call? Like, am I the only one here that really has a problem with this? Like, whoever is on, the thing that controls all this stuff, what are you doing? Why? And why are you doing it? Like, are you trying to, get kids to go, insane? Because, let's be realistic here, right? This is coming from a kid who failed a subject in freshman year. Failing a class is not easy. It is a very, very stressful thing. This year, so many kids are gonna have to experience that pain. So many so many lower classmen, freshmen even, they're going to have to experience this pain of failing a class, all because of you, all because of how stressful you've made it. Like, if we did this, and now it would make sense to me that our first week of school we did Zoom, to get things in motion, get into the swing of things, meet the teachers. But the thing is it's going to stay like this for the rest of the year. It's not changing. We're not going back to the way things were. And that sucks because the old system from last year with quarantine was just better. And we're never going to get that again, probably. I mean, it would be nice. It would be really freaking nice, but it's just, dude, you have to expect the lowest when it comes to decisions from Piscataway because, dude, there was maybe 85 people that disagreed with the new schedule and 25 or 15. And somehow, some way, the new schedule got put in place. So they don't listen to us. They didn't even tell us. They only told us about it when the teacher started telling us about it. And what I mean by that is it was an undercover thing by kids who had connections. What I mean by connections, kids who had friends of parents in the PTA or PTO, whatever it's called. So they got the information fed to them months prior. And then it started getting fed to teachers. And then the teachers started feeding it to the kids. And then we started getting official news about it. There was gossip going around about it for 3 months, let's say. I know people complained about it. I know parents that complained about it. I know certain teachers complained about it. I know kids complained about it. Why did we change it? This is very obviously not for the kids. This is very obviously some dumb thing, some person up there just doesn't know what they're talking about. This is like Vince McMahon with the current day WWE. Doesn't know what he's talking about, completely lost touch. Like, I'm sorry to be disrespectful, really, because I'm sure it's a stressful job up there. But why? Just do the thing and it will work, Do it correctly. And anyway, this video is gonna go on a half an hour, so I'm gonna end it here. If you guys want to see more sit down ranty dumb videos like this, leave a comment down below. Leave a like. If you want to see more ranting about dumb Piscataway decisions, hell, I'm gonna do that regardless. And that's that. See you guys in the next video. Yui out.
Up goes the Weasel!